Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Lord of the Bricks, and today I wanted to make something of a special video because today was the day that this channel reached 100 subscribers. So I figured I'd just talk to you as I do some sorting, because I also picked up some used Lego earlier today, and I wanted to sort through it, and I was like, oh, why don't I just combine the two into one? I make a video thanking you guys for helping me reach 100 subscribers, and also sort through my Legos and talk to you while I'm at it to make it more interesting, and you just have something to watch as I ramble on. And yeah, I think probably not everyone is interested in this sort of a video, and that's fine. Um, I know I know some people have done it where they make a video of them sorting through Legos, and so I know there are some people who do watch that sort of content. Um, and me myself, I often watch YouTube at the same time as I'm doing other things. So yeah, today instead of watching YouTube as I sort through bricks as I usually do, I'm making a video myself, which does feel kind of weird, but at the same time interesting. We'll see if I do it again after this time, or if this is the only video like this you're going to get. And as you can tell, I gave myself a little bit of a head start to show you guys how I'm sorting this, and also to kind of get into it a little bit before I actually start filming. Yeah. And I found some gems already. Like, I knew from just finding or looking through the box that this came in, I knew that there was gonna be some Harry Potter in here. And very quickly I found this torso. So this is Ron Weasley. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, awesome. Ron Weasley. And I'm guessing this might be from the Hogwarts Express set. Because I believe that's one of the sets where Ron wore this torso. And yeah, other than that, I'm not sure. It might have been another set too, but I know it's in that one at least. Or I'm gonna look super stupid if that's incorrect. I also found this little torso from Kingdoms, and I know that's from Kingdoms because I have this set myself, and this little Joker Jester Fool thing. He came in a small set with a bit of a stand and some studs to juggle. And I like this minifigure head. I think this came in some city sets back in the 90s. Looks kind of like a restaurant owner or something. And yeah, also I think not the torso, but the head to this guy is from focus. I think this is from some 90s space theme. Maybe that insectoids theme or something. That's from the era when I started being old enough to have Lego. So I have one of those guys from when I was a kid, and that was one of the earliest sets I had. So yeah. And there's also quite a bit of non-Lego in here, like this, for example, and a ton of Megabloks. And also one thing that's surprising was this. So this is not Lego, this is Playmobil. And I was still happy when I saw it though, because it's something that is usually missing. This is part of the mechanism that locks the doors. in Playmobil. And usually, or at least in sometimes when I've been getting used Playmobil sets, the other part of the locking mechanism is there, but not this one. So this is perfect for me. So yeah, wasn't expecting to be happy to find something that's not Lego in here, but that was something. Yeah. No idea what a lot of these non-Lego things are. I think the only things I recognize that are non-Lego that I can identify, that's like Megabloks. Oh, this piece came from some pirate ships in the 80s and 90s. Always nice. Yeah, I'm putting all the special pieces in here. I sort them on their own, and I guess it's relative what counts as special to different people. Some people just do everything by color, and I don't really do that. I have a little bit of a more complex system, like all of these disc things, or what do you call those? Half dome pieces? I don't know. I count those as special, and ooh, this one stuck. I should have brought my brick separators because I have so many of them. But yeah, here we go. Okay. Sometimes I guess I could use them, but most of the time I just don't care enough to go get them, or one of them. All you need is one. So yeah, when they first came, I kind of treated it as a joke because I was like, oh, we don't need that. Oh, but I do think it's good that they exist, even though I have a ton of them that I don't have a use for. Or like, even if there was just, if I just had one, if I just got rid of the rest, then yeah, I just don't use them. But I think they're good. I don't have anything against them. I mean, they're just a tool. They're useful. You know, let's not put that there. Let's put it here. I'm sorting the old colors as well as new. So yeah, here you can see we have some old dark brown, and then we have some reddish brown. And I sort those separately. Same as with dark and light gray, as opposed to dark bluish gray and light bluish gray, because I use the old grays to have things for like when I'm building old Harry Potter sets and everything. I want those to be separate and to have the old grays. So yeah, then you need to keep them separate. And actually even keep some of my other colors separate depending on age. So I may do a second run through these and sort out things that I want to put in my separate collection. That's like with bite marks and things like that. This is just a general sort through, and then I'm gonna do each color on their own, and that's when I'll identify which parts I don't want to keep with my main collection. And I just have those pieces with bite marks and other defects. I have them separate, and then I just use them as spares for other things, or like when I'm building a landscape, I can use them as bulk below the color that I actually want to see, because they're still useful for stacking things up on each other, of course. Yeah, time to refill, I think. And what is this? I have no idea what this is. If any of you know what this is from, no, I don't know. If you know what this is from, comment below. Ooh, I do know what this is. This is from Razors. I'd say 2002-ish Razors. Yeah, came with a little figure that sat on top of here, and then when this hit something, this mechanism pushed the figure to the side, or launched it to the side. You see that? So yeah, and this little function is cool for little kids, I guess, but well, they didn't keep the gimmick. So yeah, actually they don't do a lot of gimmicks like that anymore, which I honestly think is for the best. I mean, it's really cool if they can integrate it in a way that makes it part of the build. If you build something that has a gimmick, that's different from having a piece that's got a gimmick built in. So yeah, I don't mind them not continuing that and putting their efforts and resources into other things. Tons of Megabloks. Those are the ones I'm just tossing over to the side. But yeah. And I'm guessing I'm also going to have to empty some of these trays as they get filled up. Oops. Where'd it go? Okay. Yeah, that's way to the side and you can't even see it. But that's where I don't like. Yeah, these are the ones that I'm gonna have most stuff in, so yeah. Yeah, these dark red pieces, they're like infamous for having weird miscolorations. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. They're both Lego, and they're both supposed to be the same color, but clearly they're not the same, and that's too bad. And they also break all the time. I had a set using those and it just broke on me. Like some of those dark red pieces, they just fell apart. I mean, most Lego pieces you can kind of handle kind of roughly, even bend. They're flexible and they're strong, sturdy. Not dark red. And the brown too. The reddish brown is also not really that great. Not as bad as the dark red though, I think. Yeah, those are just a few thoughts I have on that. Ooh, figure. And yeah, fireman by the looks of it. There's a lot of city in here, so yeah. I saw that when I got it off, and even though city isn't really my main theme that I'm interested in, I did see some other ones, and that's why I got this, because, well, I thought it was a good deal. It was a nice bulk deal for Lego, and yeah. Here's an old broken train track. Maybe, oh, the other side of this. Yeps. Some kid broke this. And now it's unfixable. Thank you, kid. But I actually, most of the time, I don't really mind when I find something that's broken. Most of the time, I think it's just kind of interesting, because a broken piece is, in some ways, an opportunity. Not to fix it, not to do something like that, but if you're making Lego content, like stop motion, whatever, if you're making something that's, if you're making content in Lego, and you want to just shock the viewers, you can just, like, you have one of these that's whole, and then you have this one, and then just you use the whole one, and then in your stop motion thing, you break the whole, or you make it look as if it broke. And if you have multiple figures, and one of them's sort of messed up, not by you but by someone, then you can make some interesting content just switching out the whole pieces for the broken ones. And I just a thought that I've had for a long time, that sort of content is just in one way terrifying and horrifying and just awful, and at the same time sort of funny to me, knowing that, well, it's already broken, so you can do something with it. And oh yeah, that's how you get those out. Just a smiley face. But this, the dinos, I think this was also from 2002. I think it was. Yeah. Not Lego's first dinos, but among the first. They looked way different back then. Yeah, have you seen Nick on Planet Ripple's videos, Lego Rewind? If you haven't, I recommend those. He made a whole video on all the dinosaur themes that Lego has made. And he's actually, well, he's made a video for pretty much every theme. And his content is awesome. So yeah, big recommend. If you haven't seen it yet. Fence. Yeah, this is one of these old fence pieces that... Yeah, this is from 90s, I think. And oh, wait. This is Minecraft. but it's not Lego. This is a Minecraft toy that's not Lego. Funny. I guess I should have known those existed, but as usual, I'm just aware of the Lego parts of things. And I suppose Lego are not the only toy company that's licensed to do Minecraft sets. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But here's another thing that I just don't know what it is. What does it say? 2013 Activision. Made in China. Activision. So this is for a game. And I'm guessing some sort of a figure stood here and it just broke off. So yeah, but this is, I suppose, in working order. So like this is something that you put on a plate and then you had the figure. And oh, I guess the kid wanted the figure to not be stuck to the plate. That's for the game, and so they broke the figure. Awesome. Ooh, knight. This is nice. Always love me some castle figures. Even though the torso is sort of scratched. I mean, it's not in perfect condition, but most of my castle figures are not in perfect condition, so I'm just happy to see it. And yeah, after Harry Potter, castle is definitely my theme. That's the one I collect the most. Yeah, it's the theme that I've collected the longest for sure. I mean, back when I was 12, that's when I started to focus in on castle a bit more. And for many years, castle was just my main theme that I focused everything on. But then 2018 happened and they released new Harry Potter sets. And back then I just started to actually buy Lego more than I had. I didn't have a dark age where I didn't buy any Lego. I've never had that. I've always had something, but you could say that I had a bit of a medieval phase where the only theme I cared about was castle. So yeah, but then Harry Potter came around and yeah, I bought a lot of Harry Potter from then on, and or like all the Harry Potter sets. And maybe some others, but and then I went back to school, and so I didn't have the same economy, and so now I'm focused on Harry Potter. This is what I buy, and maybe some castle now and then, but I'm enjoying Harry Potter so much that I feel like it's a nice change of pace in a way. I mean, castle is great, but castle will always be there in the background, and yeah, I'm still like, yeah, you know, I'm waiting for them to release castle sets more again. I mean, we have a few ones, but like when they make an actual castle theme that's like with a wave, like waves of sets, that's when I'm probably gonna get back into castle for real. Because yeah, I'm just kind of satisfied with Harry Potter as it is now. And I think it's a nice supplement too. I mean, Hogwarts builds can be used to make castle things because Hogwarts is a castle, of course. So I still do. I do view this as sort of a change of pace, but at the same time, it's not a complete abandonment of castle. And yeah, it will be back. Both as far as my collection goes, and as far as Lego goes. I mean, they're not gonna keep on delaying it. I mean, it's just a matter of time, I think, before they release castle sets again that are not like the super big ones that they've released recently. And even those, I mean, I think they've sold very well. So, well, not as well as maybe something like Harry Potter, but they've sold well, and that sends Lego a message that they should continue them. But right now, I think me buying mostly Harry Potter stuff is actually, in one way, also a way for me to signal that I do want them to continue making Harry Potter stuff, because I feel like when they stop doing that, then they're probably gonna not do more for a very long time. And I don't want them to stop that just yet. It hasn't been so watered down yet. I feel there's always new things for them to do that they haven't done, and I'm excited to see the summer sets. I mean, we just got pictures of the March sets, and I reviewed those, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what comes in the summer. If we're actually getting a Shrieking Shack, for example. I mean, you can see mine in the background there. I just put it there to have something to look interesting, or more interesting than what I'm sorting. But yeah, it's a build that I'm pretty proud of. I think it looks good enough, and then of course I can always improve it further. Like the rest of my Hogsmeade mock is like, yeah, there are a few things that I could definitely add on to, improve, make better, and it's always like that. And my Gringotts mock, that's probably the one that I feel like it's just complete the way it is. I don't feel like I need to add anything to my Gringotts mock. If I'd add anything, that would be like something that's underground, and yeah, that wouldn't really go well with a mock. That would be a separate mock if I wanted to make an underground section of Gringotts. So yeah. For a second I thought this wasn't Lego, but it is. Yeah. Oh, I used a lot of these pieces, or some of them, in the Shrieking Shack to make the snow under the windows, for example. They're nice. They're good. Another one of these. Yeah. Ooh. See, I like these special pieces. And then there's like, oh, sticker. But this is the one thing where I actually love stickers. And to some of you that's gonna sound crazy. Oh, you love stickers? It's like, yeah, because I don't care about the sticker. I don't care about this design. I care about this piece. And with this design not being printed, I can just take off the sticker and use the piece. And that's awesome, I think. Can't always do that, because sometimes it's printed on. And sometimes, for some really old pieces, like, well, this is a sticker too, but like, if this had been a piece with just police printed on it, I might have considered scratching it off just to have a plain piece, but probably not. No. To those of you who mind that, it's like, yeah, no. I've only done it on a few pieces. Not most of them. Like, most of the time I just let it be there. But the stickers, I mean, they're easy to just take off. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's that figure that sat in this thing. Or actually, no, wait. No, this is not the figure. This one goes with a normal Lego head. Oh, Hermione. There's a Hermione head. See? Yeah, there you go. Old Hermione. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so this is not the sort of figure build that came with this car, because they were monsters. And this is a normal head thing, but it's similar. So you just do this, and it falls off. Or like when it crashes into something. Yeah, so what do we have? We have a Ron torso and we have a Hermione face. And yeah. Hermione was also in that Hogwarts Express set, so I'm guessing we're gonna find a Harry soon, or part of a Harry. Fireman. Ooh. Nice. And here's the hat for that little Joker. Yeah. Just needs a head. Lego. I thought this was Megabloks first, but nope, just old Lego. Yeah. Lightsaber. Nope. Oh, this was in the completely wrong place. Okay, let's fill this up a bit more. Oh, you see this? Oh, this is funny. Not a toy. This is Flint. It's... I mean... What? This is very unexpected to find mixed in with a bunch of Lego. Okay, so... a Flint spearhead. I have a friend who's actually an expert in like exactly these types of things. Like, he has a collection of old Flint spear points, arrow points, you name it. He's got some stuff that's like, he's got an axe head that's like, I think he said 40,000 years old. Yeah, it was at least 40,000, so it's like super old. But this, I don't know if this is genuine, if this is real. I mean, he's gonna be able to tell me if this is a fake, if this is just something that's made to look like a Stone Age tool. But yeah, that's funny. That's really funny. Maybe even some of you guys will be able to tell if this is real or not. Maybe you have some archaeologists or archaeologist wannabes in my audience. I don't know. But yeah, fortunately for me, I have a friend who will be able to tell me with just one look at this if it's a fake or not. I mean, he literally buys those things, and he's like always looking at them to sort out the fakes from the real stuff, and he buys them on eBay when there's just a few pictures, and he's like, yeah, fake, 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 and then he finds the real stuff, and yeah. Don't know what this is. Like, this is some role playing sacks of sand or something. I don't know. And here is the actual monster piece that goes with this. Yeah, funny. And it looks like this is actually glow in the dark. Funny. Dinosaur. And some army men and stuff. Technic car. Wait, what is oh yeah, this is for the Minecraft figure. There's the arm. Maybe there's the whole thing here. I don't know. We'll see if we get the full Minecraft figure. Okay. This figure is from this head. This is Western. So this is one of those bad guys from those 90s Western sets. And that's exciting. I love the Western theme. Fish. Oh yeah. I think, okay, so this is a banker. Not sure if city or, yeah, probably city. At first I was thinking this was also Western, but no, I think that name tag and stuff tells us, no, this is city. Old city though. That's definitely like 90s or something. Doggo. German Shepherd. I know I have some Germans in my audience. After United States and United Kingdom, Germans, you're like number 3 out of my subscribers and viewers. So yeah, that's the German dog. Actually, I've been to all 3 of those of your countries. I've been to the US once for a few months. I've been to the UK once on the layover getting to the US. And I've been to Germany once on a school trip to a camp. And yeah, I like all 3 of your countries. And you, yeah, okay, you UK people. My sister lives in the UK too, so um, I'm probably gonna have to visit her sometime. So yeah, actually looking forward to that. I love I love all the history you have. I love your castles and stuff, and it's interesting. I think you have definitely some interesting sightseeing things that I would like to see myself. I'd like to go visit and explore and go to some museums. That's what I'm into. Oh, stormtrooper. Actually, no. This is a TIE fighter TIE fighter pilot. I think it's got the Imperial logo on there. Yeah. So there's Star Wars in here. But yeah. And oh, here's a tiny little TIE fighter window. Yeah. And then what other countries have I been to? I've been to Spain once. Went to see Alhambra Castle. That was awesome. And yeah, of course, I know in Germany you have a lot of castles too. That's something I'd definitely like to see. When it comes to Central Europe, Germany, and France, I guess, are some places I definitely want to visit for the museums too. It's not just the UK where I can speak English and feel good about it. Yeah, but there's also those other places that I do want to visit, and I will probably visit. I mean, in the future when I have a car and I can just drive on a road trip to see Europe. I mean, that's something I'm looking forward to. And when I do that, it's gonna be interesting to explore all those places I've seen in pictures and be there. And when Star Wars, here we can see what came with this little set. So Sebulba's pod racer, Sebulba Tatooine. Okay, so this is that's a nice little plaque. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I think when it comes to European countries where if I have to speak something other than English, Germany's probably the best place for me because I do speak some German. Not very much and not very well, but I did study German for 4 years, and I do like the language. I do think it's. I'm not one of those people who thinks that German sounds like I don't think you sound like you're angry all the time. I mean, no. I mean, the language is a little bit sharp in some places, but not in a way that it bothers me. I just think it's a little bit funny sometimes. Like you have those classic examples. There's like, oh, some words they just sound so weird in German. Oh, like, oh, butterfly, Schmetterling. It's like, it doesn't sound like butterfly, or like, it just, to me, I was like, I always made the joke, oh, Schmetterling, that sounds like machine gun, ha ha ha. But yeah, it's not always like that. I think German can sound like just like any language. I mean, every language has words. They're like, oh, that's a weird word. That sounds funny to me, because to me that sounds like something else than what it's supposed to be in the language, you know. Yeah. But I'm actually a bit of a language geek in some things. So yeah, maybe I don't speak German very well. I've forgotten so much of it. Part of the reason why I need to go there again, and maybe I've actually even considered what would it be like if I moved to Germany and lived there. I know your Lego prices are low compared to a lot of other countries, so that's definitely one thing that's like, ooh, nice. But then also, I think you do seem to have a better school system than Sweden, and I'm thinking for for my own kids in the future. So that's something I've considered. But yeah, I definitely haven't thought about it too much, because I do enjoy just being here in Sweden. I haven't said that yet. I'm Swedish. Hello everyone, I'm Swedish. And what was I saying? Yeah, I think it would be nice to get back to learning some German. I mean, English I use all the time, and it's like, it's a little bit boring, but at the same time, I do like English, and I feel like when you've become comfortable with a language, that's when you start to really like it, and you can like relax more with it. And I didn't quite reach that with my German. I was comfortable enough that I could get good grades in school, but I didn't really feel like speaking it on my free time, or like engaging people. But back then, I guess I didn't really engage people socially at all anyway, so yeah, it's no. But look at this keyboard. Not Lego, but what is it? Is this Playmobil? I feel like this could be Playmobil. Not sure. I have to look that up. But here, this is a broken Lego gun. And yeah, so they took off the arm thing, the armrest, and then I guess it looks like a shotgun. Yeah, so that's another thing. Okay, sometimes when Lego bricks or parts are broken, it's actually something that it's an opportunity in the way that it can give it a new identity, actually. So yeah, that you could just fix it up a bit so it doesn't look so ugly on the end, and just have it as a shotgun. And here's a little duck. Okay. Nice detail, but what is this? Yeah, but okay. So here's another one of those racers figures. Other than German and English, what I speak. My mother's Icelandic, and I do speak Icelandic, and I lived there for a year and a half about. So yeah, and that was just before I came back to school. So that's where I worked, and I saved some money, and I spent some money, and I bought some Lego. Like, that's when my collection started to significantly grow again after my after being a kid and getting Lego and I guess presents. Like, I don't think I got a single Lego gift for Christmas since I was 12. Up until recently, I've been getting them recently, just because I guess people figured out, oh, he's still into Legos. I guess it's not gonna change. So yeah, I've been getting them recently, mostly from my girlfriend and some close friends. But it's a nice thing. And yeah, getting Lego as a gift, that's something that I didn't realize how much I missed. But then when I got them, like, I was in Iceland when I got my first Lego. That was my first Lego birthday present for, like, in years. On my 25th birthday, a friend of mine gave me some Lego, and it was just mind-blowing. Yeah, it really affected me, actually. It was just like, it was a city set, which I don't specifically collect, but it was one of those figure packs, and had so many nice figures that I told my friend, like, this is like kind of perfect, because it's a set that I kind of wanted but wouldn't have bought myself. So it was perfect, because it's something that I wanted and I didn't have, but I didn't want to spend the money to get it, and he bought it for me, and I was so happy. On the one hand, just because it was Lego, and I hadn't gotten Lego from anyone since I was a kid, and partly because this specific set was something that I had been looking at and I did want, and I just never got it. So yeah, I speak Icelandic, and I guess I should probably give you guys evidence that I do speak these languages before I just tell you. So yeah, Germans. Hallo. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, und ich habe sehr viel vergessen. I don't remember how you bend that word. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I've forgotten so much. Aber danke. Sie sind Sehr. How do you say nice? Yeah, that's the level I'm at. I'm so sorry. But I did warn you, I'm bad at German. Yeah, I'm grateful that you guys have patience, if you do have patience, with my awful, awful German that I need to improve on. I feel like if I read a text in German, I could probably pronounce things pretty okay. I feel, but yeah, my memory is really not there with me when it comes to actually remembering words, and that's also the other thing with learning new languages, that you just kind of forget what's in there already. Like, okay, Spanish people, or I guess people who speak Spanish. I know you're not all in Spain, or maybe not even the majority of you are in Spain. Probably not, no, actually. But yeah, anyway, all you Spanish people, I took Spanish also for 3 years. And that was in high school, so a bit more fresh than my German, but yeah. Yeah, it's really not there with me. I've given even less thought to Spanish than I have German. And it's further from my own language, Swedish, so I think with German I can at least use some Swedish to back my memory up, but with Spanish I can't. With Spanish it's actually easier to go through English, I find. I just go through English and I take the back door, sort of, and I think it up in English first, and then I translate to Spanish, because it's closer than it is to Swedish. But yeah, hola. Hola, amigos y amigas. Soy Lord of the Bricks y soy soy sueco. Bienvenidos. And yeah, that's where my Spanish brain sort of broke down, and I can't remember much else except for me gusta. Me gusta Lego. Me gusta Lego. I can't even remember how to say very much. So, something mucho, of course. Yeah. There you see. My Spanish is also awful. Oh, that's even the wrong place. Okay. If we go over to Icelandic, then that's better. I don't know if I have anyone watching from Iceland who'd be, both willing to watch this and yeah, that's a very, very niche market. Like Icelanders, you're not really there are not really that many of you, and I don't think there are really that many Icelanders who are big Lego fans, who are big enough Lego fans to be watching a video of me sorting Legos. So yeah, this is to you all though. Psych. Und wow, that was German. Sorry guys. Fyrirgefðu. Sæll. Ég að tala smá íslensku núna. Og ég hef ekki talað íslensku sko fyrir smá tíma en ég get alveg talað þegar já, ég að reyna og ég veit ekki einhver að hlusta núna en ef þú að hlusta þá takk fyrir og takk fyrir að horfa á þessari vídeo. Ég mjög þakklátt og subscribe. Yeah, that's some Icelandic for y'all. I think you probably caught the subscribe part. And I feel like if there is an Icelander who's watching this video, who is this far into the video, who isn't subscribed, then, well, I don't know what to say other than, well, I hope you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy, then, well, sorry. Okay, let's move on to the next language. So, Finnish. I do speak Finnish. It's not as fresh as my Icelandic because I lived in Finland for 2 years before I came to Iceland. And yeah, I guess that's also sort of niche. There aren't too many of you guys either. But definitely a lot more than Icelanders. So yeah. Finnish people. Terve terve. Niin. Siis en ole puhunut suomea aika paljon. Yritän sanoa. Se oli pitkä aika sitten, kun puhuin suomen kieltä. Ja en ymmärrä, en muisto niin paljon kuin olisin halunnut, mutta luulen, että voin sanoa jotain. Ja tervetuloa. Sinä olet mahtava. En tiedä miten minun pitäisi sanoa, mutta osaan puhua suomea ja se on vain jotain mitä en ole tehnyt paljon sitten kun tulin takaisin Ruotsiin. Mutta luulen, että osaan vielä, kun harjoitelen vähän. Ja sitten kun olen vähän harjoitellut, silloin se tulee takaisin. Se tulee. Okay, there you go. That's just a little bit of Finnish for you all. Guessing most of you don't understand Finnish. Most of you are Americans or Brits or Germans. So yeah. But that just means most of you do understand most of the things I'm saying. And if you're from a Spanish-speaking country, or Iceland, or Finland, I hope you don't mind me switching back to English either. Because I can actually speak English without thinking too much about it. But I do still need to think when I speak like Icelandic or Finnish, even though I do speak those languages with, I'd say, enough fluency that I can keep conversations at least. And, yeah, that's basically how I judge my fluency in those languages. If I can carry conversations or not. So, yeah. Oh. Scout Trooper. Here's another Star Wars piece. And this is from the time when they had like, there's a hole all the way through. So the black on this helmet is actually, that's on the actual head. Can't remember if it was because it had like a printed section on the minifigure head, or if it was a completely black head. Because some of those figures did come with black heads. Yeah. Hippo. Not Lego. But it's a hippo. And it's ugly. And it's going away. But yeah, okay. So for those of you guys who didn't understand anything that I said for a few minutes there, sorry, and well, at least you could understand most of the things I've been saying. Otherwise you wouldn't have come this far into the video. Anyway. Let's see. Let's get some more in here. Oh. Indiana Jones as a baker or a restaurant owner or something. I think that's where the head from early in this video came from. Because yeah, this guy is obviously not on the right torso. Okay. Oh, here's a brown owl from Harry Potter. Could this be from the Hogwarts Express set, maybe? I don't know. It's a me, Luigi. And yeah, Luigi toy. And yeah, sorry Italians if that's offensive to you. I don't think, well, it wasn't intended to be offensive, so I hope, yeah. Oh, Chima. Here's a Chima figure. And he's got his legs on backwards. So, yeah, I think these are just very interesting. They have some interesting head prints, to say the least. Since, well, they usually had those heads that were removable, and then they had a printed head underneath. And yeah, I think Chima was an interesting thing that I didn't much. I didn't get any of those sets. I wasn't interested. Maybe you were. I found the head for the Joker, Jester, fool kind of guy, and that's that. And it's actually a double-sided head. This one's in better condition than this one, where the mouth is a bit scratched off and the guy is a bit sad. And this is actually one of those cases where I would actually myself modify the brick slightly by scratching off some of the print. Because, well, on the one hand, I do have this figure already. I have this face. I actually have multiples of this face. And this is damaged. So, what's so wrong about me damaging it just a bit more on camera, something harder than a Lego brick. Actually, wait, maybe this one. Okay, I'm just using my nail. Okay, here we go. How about that? I think that's an improvement. I damaged it to make it better. See? Oh. And now it's more interesting because, he's got a sad face on the side. It's a bit far to the side, but I mean, it's an expression. And I can use it. Oh yeah, this fell off. The guy's hat. Or rather, I took it off. Cars. And here's a sheriff's vehicle from Cars. Haven't seen any of the Cars movies. That's a place where the Pixar company went in a direction I wasn't really interested in. They have made some awesome movies though. Cars just wasn't something I was drawn to. And here is a part of Harry. And a wrench. Yeah. The old hairpiece for Harry. So we do know we have each one of them, and each one of them came in the Hogwarts Express set. So yeah, it would have been interesting, or I guess maybe a bit more fun to get first the Harry that came in so many sets, and then the Hermione, the head that came in a lot of sets, and then get the specific torso for Ron that came in like 1 or 2 sets. Ooh, Alpha Team. But yeah, this way I knew from very early on kind of what to expect with Harry Potter. This is Alpha Team 2nd generation, I believe, when they went underwater. That's also 2002. So this kid got a lot of sets in 2002. Or I guess he's not a kid anymore. He or she is probably my age. Because, yeah, that's when I got a lot of sets too. Which is why I know what came in 2002. Star Wars, probably. Nice. And here's the arm for that dinosaur we saw earlier. And here's a flail. According to Shadiversity, the worst medieval weapon. And I do take his word for it. But not as bad as the nunchucks. Which, yeah. That's a can of worms. Maybe I shouldn't open. Maybe we have some nunchuck fanboys in the chat. Okay, here's some green. Some more Megabloks. More Megabloks. Megabloks. Technic. And oh, Bionicle. Wait, what? This Bionicle mask is hard plastic. I have never seen that before, and I wonder if it's fake. because as far as I'm aware, these were only made in the rubbery sort of material. I've never seen this in hard plastic. Huh. I don't know. And actually, let's find out. Does it go on to this thing? No, it doesn't. This has to be fake. But it's definitely a Bionicle mask, though. I recognize this pattern. So, Bionicle, but fake Bionicle. I didn't even know that there was fake Bionicle. Oh, and if there's a Bionicle expert in the chat who knows something about if that was actually something that existed, then well, please let me know. Not sure if my reach is big enough that I'd have some Bionicle experts in there. Oh, Playmobil torch. Nice. I do like me some Playmobil every now and then. And maybe you've seen that I made some Playmobil videos too. Actually, wait, maybe that's where my German subscribers and viewers are. Yeah, no. No, I know Lego is big in Germany too, but I know that Playmobil is way bigger in Germany than it is here or anywhere else. Because it is German, I believe. German company, or am I incorrect? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like... No, it is German, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because the founder came from a specific part of Germany, where they made a whole section of their sets. So it's like, yeah, it has to be German. Yeah. And in the US, I guess some of you guys probably don't even know what Playmobil is. Yeah. Because it's not very big in the US. And that's not entirely your fault, I think, because I feel like Playmobil, they don't really, well, they don't trust you guys to be interested. Maybe that's your parents' fault. I don't know. But definitely something that might change. I know that there are some huge Playmobil fans in the US. It's just that, well, their frustration is just that they don't get enough sets, because a lot of sets just aren't released in the US and they have to order them from Europe. And that's frustrating because shipping from Europe or from the US to Europe is expensive, and I always avoid it. And that's why I never buy Lego or anything from the US, because it's expensive. Even though the thing itself is always super cheap. I mean, when I buy Lego on Bricklink, the cheapest sellers, they're often in the US, and I just skip those. I go straight to the ones in like Europe or like within the EU actually. If it's in the EU, then I feel safe that it's not gonna cost a fortune to ship it to me. And that's where I like you Germans a lot. Why is there a melted balloon in my Lego? This just broke off. It's a balloon. It has to be a balloon. I'm just going to actually I'm gonna leave this for later. This demands a real clean. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over there, in between the two bags. I keep the bulk of this Lego in. Okay. Oh, old female face. This looks like some Paradisa stuff. I guess maybe not only Paradisa, but this is like 90s female face. And a life vest. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. And that's a long time. Maybe I should wrap it up. I don't know. Or should I keep going until I run out of Lego? Oh, that's gonna take a while. And I just lost some people who clicked away because... Or actually, no, you know how long is left of the video. If you're still watching, you know how long it's gonna be before the video is over. Old hairpiece. And a black one. Or black face, black head. Maybe that's for the stormtrooper or the scout trooper. Pirate hat. Sneeze. Good thing you can only hear me and not get contaminated by my sneezes. I'm not sick, I'm just yeah, like had I been sick, had I had a cold or something, that would not have been the first sneeze in this video. Oh, another one of those figures that, like, one of those monsters that got knocked away back from 2002 or 2003 maybe. I don't know if they kept that line going for another year. Maybe they did. Oops. I didn't mean for you to go down there. I do mean for you to go there. And you. Not you though. Yeah. I haven't had COVID yet, as far as I know. So, those of you who are handing out awards to people who have been able to not get COVID all the way into 2022, give me one. And this is not Lego. This is a figure that's, well, it had a figure that's Lego, a head that's Lego, but this is just knockoff crap. I think this is Megabloks, not so sure. I mean, sorry to you guys if, like, maybe there are some Megabloks fans listening, and sorry to you guys if you like it and stuff, but I think it's safe to say that most people watching probably don't care about Megabloks, and I don't. I have some, and I don't plan to use it for anything ever. It's just a bag that I keep adding to until I either give it away or throw it away. And yeah. I have some other knockoffs too that are just, I mean, maybe I'll give it away to make people happy who think it's a waste to throw it away, but I literally don't care about it at all. And they always come with this weak argument that, oh, Lego is also a knockoff. They copied another company and they're bad because of that. And now they're just overpriced and everything's bad with Lego. Like, no. Lego did sort of take inspiration from a different company, which they then bought. They bought that company, so it's not an argument that they shouldn't be doing this because they stole the ideas. They bought the company that they were copying. Playmobil. This is one of those things where you put the oars in, and you have a rowboat, and then you have oars, and you can row using this, and it's nice. And it's one of those things that's always missing. So yeah. But talking about Lego and knockoffs and stuff, it's like a lot of the modern day knockoffs, like Lepin and all that crap, what they do is they not only copy the shape of Lego so that it's compatible, but they actually copy the builds, and they make things that Lego pays an expensive license to have, like Star Wars and Harry Potter and stuff. And these knockoff brands, they make the same builds with the same same everything. It's just worse manuals and packaging that's not using the real names of things. And but you can still see that, oh, this is obviously meant to be an X-wing, or oh, this is obviously Hogwarts Castle as designed by Lego. And those knockoff brands, they just use the builds, and they just have their own lesser or lower quality bricks that they build the things up with, and they don't pay anything to Warner Brothers to make something that's Harry Potter, and they don't pay anything to Disney to be able to use Star Wars or anything else that's owned by Disney. And that's why they can make crappy products that are way cheaper than Lego. And it's just such bad practice, and I don't like them. And then there are companies that are serious, like Megabloks. Okay, I do give them that. Megabloks, they do make their own builds, and they actually fill in some areas where Lego, they just won't go, they won't touch. So like Megabloks, they have some military builds, they have some they have tanks, they have warships and planes and stuff, and that's something that Lego just, they don't do because they're not into that. They're anti-war and stuff, and they don't want to make tanks. And that's something I can respect. Interesting face. I've never seen this before. Guessing it's from a city set. And here's a little hat. Is this Lego though? You guys need to... No, this can't be Lego. No. Look at this. The color is slightly different. And it doesn't fit, like, it doesn't go as tightly on the head as I feel a Lego helmet would. And I've seen Lego helmets that are similar to this, but not exactly like this. So I think this has to be... Oh yeah! Okay. This has to be the helmet for this figure. Okay, so now this is a Lego head, but like this figure here, the color matches, it matches everything, has to be this way, but then the head is something that's not Lego. So Lego goes there, that's the head, and these go in there. But I think that figure was, I mean, okay. It's not crappy. This is, I feel like this is still sturdy and good quality, even though it looks exactly like Lego, except for the print. Or not exactly. So you can tell by how thin the hands are that this is not Lego. And but yeah, other than that, the dimensions are pretty much the same. But it doesn't feel like Lego. This feels plasticky in a different way. You can feel that it's a different type of plastic. And yeah, I don't collect it, but that one was actually nice quality. It was a nice quality figure. I give them that. So I think Megabloks, I think they're respectable in the way that they do fill in a niche market that Lego won't touch, and they do make some quality products. They don't break apart in your hands. Megabloks, they have a following of their own, and it's separate to Lego. And they do also have some licensed stuff, like they do things like He-Man and other things that are just licenses that aren't covered by Lego. And I think that's awesome. That's great. And they can give He-Man fans sets that are designed by them and awesome and slightly cheaper than Lego. So like I saw this huge castle for He-Man that was just huge. Oh, low battery. My phone is low battery. How long has it been like that? But it's plugged in to my power bank. Maybe I should plug it into the wall or something, if the power bank can't support it. Let me see. Okay. Now it's connected to the power in the wall. And that should be fine for a while longer. Oh. Playmobil oil tank. Oops. And here's another one of those racers cars. And a Bionicle mask. This one is real. I don't recognize this one. This is one of those later Bionicle models. Yeah, it's real though. Interesting. Okay. I have a ton of Bionicles. Most of them are just from stuff like this. this is a build that I think I should recognize. What's this from? You tell me. Come on. What build is this? Is this Kai's Fire Mech from Ninjago? I don't know. I know that one has knee joints that are just stiff, like this thing. Don't have the set though, haven't built it, don't know for sure. So yeah, I'll have you tell me if you know, and if you're interested, to tell me. Yeah, I'm definitely taking it apart though, because yeah, I'm taking all of this apart. That's what I'm doing. I'm sorting the bricks. I'm not gonna build anything that comes out of this, probably. Possibly the Hogwarts Express, if it's the Hogwarts Express. Because I don't have that one built up, even though I do have it. Oh, another Harry hair. So we have at least 2 Harry Potter sets. That's exciting. Even though we haven't seen... Ooh, pirate pistol. We have some pirate stuff in here. And a Playmobil sword. Nice. And a Playmobil plate. Also nice. And a rabbit. There you are. Not sure where it's from. This is not Schleish. I don't think it's Schleish. Oh wait, maybe it is Schleish. This could be Schleish. Okay. I'm not into Schleish. I haven't built, or I haven't bought anything that's Schleish. My sisters, they had some horses. And some other animals that were Schleish. But I never had any, or had any interest in getting one. Here's a blue track. I think this is from the... Could this be from the 80s even? I don't remember. I don't know when these tracks were used. If it was 90s or even 80s. Not a Trains guy. Not a Trains guy. But if there's a Trains guy over in the comment section, I'm sure you can tell me. And as with a lot of these things, when it's not something that I specifically am into or have gotten into yet, then I always appreciate you letting me know. This is not Lego, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Megabloks. I don't see any B printing on any, or any B, what do you say? Like, not printing, but... Well, the Megabloks bricks, they have that. Or actually, wait. I always just assumed they did. I just assumed that that was Megabloks. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm questioning everything right now. because those were some high quality non-Lego bricks. Getting a lot of these in red and blue, and I do like that. Okay, so I feel like it's probably something like a car or something. Why is the focus bad? Yeah, so lots of red in the non-Lego section. That's gold brown. Yeah, that's a print. I haven't actually sorted out every single like piece with a print and put it here. I might do that later. Sometimes, like with some of these things, I just put them with their color because of the stickers. This one doesn't have a sticker, it's a print. See what I mean? I could use this piece if it didn't have this print. But I'm not gonna scratch it off either. I'm just gonna never use it. Usually I've scratched a lot of minifigure heads because I have so many duplicates of so many of them. So that's how I started doing that, because I felt like, as long as I have at least one of the original, then I'm fine. And it just made for some interesting custom things. And back in my teenage years when I was making armies of knights and stuff, that was just a nice way to get some diversity in the armies. So that's why I scratched the heads, and it's been a while. I mean, okay, not now. I did scratch this guy's head, but before that, it's been a long time since I scratched the head. But I guess maybe it's time that I do that some more, because I have so many of the Harry Potter heads for Harry Potter and Ron and Hermione, and I could make some more diversity by editing those a bit more. But yeah, I don't know. Here's another one of those Playmobil ore holder pieces. A broom. Let's get some more stuff here. Oh. Old broken motorcycle. This is interesting. The handle just turns slightly. And it's too bad that it's broken here, but maybe I'll do something with it. Maybe. It's a big maybe. Because I don't do silly things. Oh, we have Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. Come on. Why is the camera acting up? Hello. Yeah, you can see. Okay. This is from Luke Skywalker. These legs came in Luke's land speeder. That, I think, set from 99 or 2000. Something like that. And maybe some other set too. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I grew up with those movies and I grew up with those sets. So I do know Star Wars to an extent. And I've watched a lot of videos. Ooh, Exo-Force, here we go. Exo-Force. They had some crazy hair pieces in Exoforce. Don't think I had that one yet. And I guess, well, this is something you can definitely make something interesting with that's not a hairpiece. Or like meant to be a hair. I mean, you can make an explosion with this because it looks like an explosion. How do we get this out? Just like... Oh. No, not like that. Maybe... Yeah, there we go. Not in the black. You go in the red and yellow. Because you're orange. Oil. Team oil. Racers, I think. Short blue legs. I kind of feel like I want to at least get through it. Ooh, I just took a look in the bag and I found this. This is Quirrell. This is where that other Harry hairpiece came from. So we have a Quirrell from 2001. And this one is in good shape. I mean, no, not perfect shape. There, you can see some... You can see there's some scratching. Yeah, not perfect shape, but good enough that I'm happy. Oh, going back to the language thing, for those of you who didn't get enough of that already. I studied Chinese for 6 months. And I don't speak it. So, sorry Chinese people, I don't think you have YouTube anyway. Sorry about that as well. But yeah, I guess maybe you're not in China right now. Or maybe you're using a VPN. I don't know. Are VPNs legal in China? I don't know. Ni hao. I need to speak some Chinese when I do this, and those of you who speak Chinese and understand this will know how bad I am. Was Lord of the Bricks, and I'm already sure I messed that up because I am can be said different ways, and when you say your name, I'm pretty sure you don't use Warshu, because that's more like that's I am, but it's not. I don't think it's the correct I am. So yeah. Okay. My name would be a safe bet for how to introduce myself in Chinese, but I don't remember. So there you go. There's my Chinese for you. 你是不是中国人吗? I just asked if you are Chinese or not. And maybe my accent is so bad that you can't even tell, even if you speak Chinese. But I don't know. 你是不是中国人? I don't know. I passed the class, but that was a long time ago. And it was only an introduction course, and it was 6 months, and I actually failed the test once. Not the written test. I did that one. That was easy. They had very low bar on that one. But the spoken test where you had to talk to a Chinese person, I did fail that one the first time. But then I did it again after a year, mind you. And thanks to some friends who did speak Chinese better than me, I was able to practice enough that I could scratch myself a pass. So yeah. Here's a little city villain. Yeah, so I did pass that class. Not with flying colors, but I passed. And I think that counts for something. It counts for something that I studied Chinese for 6 months. And a year after I studied it, I was able to pass the spoken test. I think it's something, even though I don't remember, and it's been several years since then. I mean, that was back in 2016 that I studied, and 2017 when I passed. So yeah, do the math, guys. That's a while back. I have forgotten almost everything because I don't practice. And yeah. I thought that Chinese would be useful, and maybe it will be, but I have forgotten most of it, so yeah. Here's another one of the, like this is a Borok hand from Bionicle, but the plastic is all wrong. This is not supposed to be the same rubbery plastic, but it's supposed to be a softer plastic, and this is hard, same as the brain or the mask, and that was a Borok mask, so I feel like this is from the same knockoff. It's also the same color, so yeah. Kind of makes sense that way. But yeah. And I didn't even know that there were knockoffs of Bionicle sets. I had no idea. I'm just going to look through. I'm just going to look through the rest of what's in here and tell you about some interesting things that I find, and then I'm going to wrap up the video. It's been going for 2 hours, and if you're still watching, then, well, thank you. You are awesome, and I hope you subscribe, because I do make some long content. Not this long usually, or I haven't done anything this long, ever. But if you are interested, I might do it just for you. So if you're interested, let me know and subscribe, because that's how I'll know to make more of this. Even if it's just one person telling me, hey, I like this content, please make more. And if just one person comments and says, hey, I like this content, please make some more, then I guess I will. Or let me just say, I promise I will make at least one more of these videos, if you tell me so. And if not, then yeah, then maybe that's all the answer I need. As in, if you don't say anything, if I don't hear anything from any one of you, that just means that this is the sort of content that I shouldn't be doing, at least yet. When I have just 100 subscribers. But I did want to make something special in celebration of having 100 subscribers. And I feel like this is kind of an interesting way of celebrating that. So that's why I made this. Oh, here we go. Video. Here is Hermione's torso. This is Hermione. And how do I know this is Hermione? Because in the Hogwarts Express set that Ron's torso comes in, Hermione has one of these. Now this torso also came in one other set, the sorting hat. Or set, yeah, the set where Harry gets sorted. And then Harry had this torso. But I'm guessing that that's Hermione's torso. Just because. We're supposed to have that torso. I was expecting it to come up. And it did. So, unless we get another one of those, I'm going to just guess that that's where it's come from. And here's our first Playmobil figure, and isn't it beautiful? This is some old classic Playmobil. And focus. There you go. Ugly. Yes. Have they evolved? Slightly. The legs are still stiff and like they don't move individually. The arms have improved though. They do swivel nowadays. And they have for quite some time. And the torsos are not usually blank. They're usually printed and they have accessories and everything. And yeah, the figures have evolved, but the faces are still ugly. Like, that's the one thing about Playmobil that I'm like, hey, please evolve. They still have those round eyes. Some of them have eyebrows. Fine, sure, nice, good. But you need more than just eyebrows. You need eyes that aren't round and soulless. Or I guess maybe Playmobil fans feel like the Playmobil eyes aren't soulless. But yeah, that's one thing that I think is just holding the company back so much. Maybe a controversial opinion in the German side of the chat, but it's an opinion I have. And I think the day Playmobil like just makes better heads their norm, that's gonna be a good day for Playmobil. And they have changed some, but they need to change more. And I think they should start with their licensed themes. I mean, they have some where they make better face prints and it's better, but it's still not quite there yet. Like, the thing is, I would have bought every single one of the How to Train Your Dragon Playmobil sets if the figures hadn't been so classic Playmobil with those round eyes and just soulless expressions. Here's a droid head. And I found Ron's face. He's dressed as a police officer, but that's Ron. I knew he was coming. Oh, wait, what? And we have 2 more Harry heads. Maybe that torso was from the Sorting Hat set. Maybe. We have at least 4 Harrys now. Wow. Haven't seen 4 bodies for him though. That's sad. Okay, interesting. Just going to go through this quickly to see What interesting things I find. Here's the legs for the Alpha Team figure. So let's see here. Exoforce head. These are exciting because the other side is crazy. Interesting. I love the head. I love the head prints for those. They're exciting. Oh. Classic Bionicle mask. Wow. This is Generation 1 Levi, I believe. All the way from 2001. No, that goes there. Oh, this is interesting. A rock. Very nice. Not as interesting as that other rock, but wow. We haven't had a single Harry Potter headpiece. Just the hair pieces. Ooh. A knight's helmet with the... Oh, this is breaking. It's not broken though. And this is old, I think. This is the color from the first Lego castle, I think. But is it? No, wait. It could be newer. I don't know. I don't know. Some legs for Hermione / Harry. Let's see here. Oh, and there's a dog. Here's another dog. And ooh, a wooden sword, Playmobil. So this is a toy sword for a toy figure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it though. So lots of incomplete things, lots of things that I could have expected to find but we didn't find. Ooh, look at this though. Here's an arm for an alien from Mars Mission, another 2002 sets. I haven't seen the rest of the figure, but this is definitely an arm from one of those aliens. Other than that, looks like that's pretty much everything. And if you have stuck with me till the end, I salute you. And I say, you are the sort of person that I hope to make videos for. And another sneeze coming. I leaned too far into the bag of Legos. Whew, stirred up some stuff in there, I think. Oh, awesome. Okay. Anyway, this is a nice way to end. A nice place to end. We've passed the 2-hour mark, and I need to get to bed soon. I do want to sort through this though. We'll see how much I continue with, but why is it not focusing? Come on.
I'm so sorry for you if you've been watching this and the focus has been off. I'm sure that doesn't improve the experience for you. But yeah. Either way, that just makes it even more awesome if you've watched this far. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. And thank you for 100 subscribers. It's awesome. And I do plan to continue this channel for years to come. But this is one of those milestones that I feel like it calls for something slightly different. So yeah, that's what this is. And next up, a review for the Shrieking Shack. And I think that's fitting for like to have something that's also special because well that's one of my nicest mocks, I'd say, so far. And it's gonna be fun to see the reception to that one. I believe probably that one's gonna get a few more views than this video. But thank you if you're watching, and thank you if you're subscribed, and thank you if you are enjoying my content, because that's why I make these videos. Because, well, people are obviously watching them. About 5% of the people who click on my videos stick around to the end of them. Probably gonna be even less for this one. Probably. And also, about 5% of everyone who watches my channel is subscribed. So I guess there is some overlap in those different metrics, but at the same time, this video is for you, and thank you, and I hope you have an awesome day and an awesome life, and I hope to see you again, because I'll be here, and I hope that you'll be here, and I wish you the very best, and goodbye.